Good morning, this Monday, the 1st of July. I'm Grady Wolf, market analyst for Bell Direct, and welcome to the new financial year. Wall Street ended the last trading day of the US first half in negative territory, despite US inflation data indicating inflation is easing in the US, alongside the release of better than expected consumer sentiment figures. The S&P 500 fell 0.41% on Friday, the Nasdaq lost 0.71%, and the Dow Jones ended the day down 0.12%. US inflation data for May slowed to its lowest rate in more than 3 years, with the Fed's preferred measure of inflation, the Personal Consumptions Expenditures price index, rising just 0.1% on April and 2.6% from the prior year. Over the first half of 2024, the tech-heavy Nasdaq soared 18.1% as the AI movement boosted investor appetite for the high-growth tech sector. The S&P 500 rose 14.5% over the first half to record territory, and the Dow Jones rose just 3.8% over the first 6 months. Over in Europe, markets closed mostly lower on Friday as investors assessed the release of key inflation data out in the region and around the world. The Stoxx 600 fell 0.24% on Friday, and Germany's DAX rose 0.14%, while the French CAC fell 0.68%, and in the UK, the FTSE 100 ended the day down 0.19%. On Friday, fresh economic data released in the region showed French and Spanish inflation eased in June, while the UK posted economic growth of 0.7% for the first 3 months of the year. Asia markets closed modestly higher on Friday, led by Japan's Topix index rallying 0.57% to a 34-year high on upbeat economic data. Japan's Nikkei rose 0.64% on Friday, Hong Kong's Hang Seng rose 0.01%, and South Korea's Kospi index ended the day up 0.49%. Headline inflation for Tokyo rose to 2.3% in June, while the country's industrial production rose 2.8% month-on-month in May, which beat economists' expectations. The readings provide Japan's central bank room to tighten its monetary policy as its currency has plunged to a multi-decade low. Locally, on the last trading session of FY24 for Friday, the ASX 200 rose 0.1% to finish the financial year up 7.8%. The rally on Friday was driven by the banks and tech stocks rising before the US inflation print was released later after market close. Insurance Australia Group soared 7.2% on Friday after outlining 2 significant deals have been signed, including one with US-listed Berkshire Hathaway for reinsurance protection, and the company also reaffirmed profit guidance to be at the upper end of guidance ranges for FY24. Elsewhere, burrito giant Guzman y Gomez fell 7.5% on Friday, marking its worst one-day performance since debuting on the ASX. Adore Beauty shares tumbled 5.85% on Friday after the company announced its acquisition of Acao, a wellness and skincare brand, for $25 million. Ahead of the first trading session of the new financial year, the SPY futures are anticipating the ASX to open Monday's session down 0.45%, carrying negative sentiment from Wall Street on Friday into the new local trading week. On the commodities front this morning, oil is trading 0.09% lower at $81 and 56 cents a barrel. Gold is down 0.06% at $2,325 an ounce, and iron ore is flat at $106.5 a tonne. The Aussie dollar has slightly strengthened over the weekend and overnight to buy 67 US cents, 107.4 Japanese yen, 52.86 British pence, and 1 New Zealand dollar and 10 cents. And now let's dive into some trading ideas for your consideration today. Bell Potter has increased the 12-month price target on De Grey Mining from $1.76 to $1.82 and maintain a speculative buy rating on the gold miner after the company announced it has received credit approval term sheets from a syndicate of domestic and offshore commercial banks for a proposed $1 billion senior debt facility. This will support the construction of its 100% owned Hemi Gold project, which has capex estimated at $1.345 billion and substantially reduces the financial risk of the company. And Trading Central has identified a bearish signal on ARB Corp following the formation of a pattern over a period of 22 days, which is roughly the same amount of time the share price may fall from the close of $37.63 to the range of $34.20 to $34.80, according to standard principles of technical analysis. And that's all for this Monday morning. Have a wonderful day and happy investing.